Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online, the SLOTRO edition. This is Gnarlrynae here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlrynae. Good girl. We have abandoned the Harvest Festival for a little while and traveled back down here to the Lone Lands. And as you see, we are here at dusk. It is the golden hour, as all the movie makers and all like to call it, whenever you get that wonderful golden light in the sky. We've traveled back to the Forsaken Inn here in the Lone Lands. Let's pull it up. We're right over here at the far left, most westernmost area of the Lone Lands. You know, Candace's camp right up here. There's Weathertop. We are still hard on the trail of Radagast. We are doing Book 2, Chapter 6, Protected by the Eglain. And give you a heads up, the Harvest Festival continues on for another week. They have added on another week, so it does not end until the 11th of November now. I can only guess that it's because they've had so many extended, you know, they do these maintenance periods on the various servers and all. I think they do like a monthly maintenance where they take them down, and the last few they've taken down have been quite extended, like 24-hour plus downtime, so that may be why they have extended it for another week. But we need to talk to Gadrick Muntz. Let's look at the history here. We were talking to Candace after we had gotten the plans from him, from, was it Uzor the Warlord, I think? I managed to track Radagast south, and there met friends, the Eglain, who make some ruins here in the Lone Lands their home. They are a solitary and quiet people, having shunned societal obligation for a simple life eked out here. The few that do venture towards the more civilized area of the world are still different than most you will ever meet. Because of their nature, they are truly wary of anyone who wishes to traffic with them or their allies, and it seems that Radagast has enlisted their aid, not only now, but at some time in the distant past. I fear that you will need to earn the right to speak with Radagast. I have done what part I can. My horse will take you south and west to the Forsaken Inn. There you should seek an audience with Gadrick Muntz. He will know your name. Be safe, Gnarlrynae. Let me finish off my coffee here. Wonderful. So they're going to want to make sure that we are good and that our intentions are above board. I'm just an elf whose intentions are good. So let's go on here and talk to Gadrick Muntz. I would imagine he's the guy standing there with the big flaming ring over his head. That looks like a Gadrick Muntz to me. And we need the Chapter 6. We've already picked up a whole bunch of quests from him here in the Lone Lands.
Woe to me.
In case we were going to have to be stuck here running them for a while. Let's see whether that's going to be the case or not. Candace is a good man who has taken a chance by giving us his word that you can be trusted. For his sake and our continued friendship with him, I hope that you are worth the risk. We are a simple people who wish to remain apart from society, but there are efforts that all must undertake to survive, and we will ask for your assistance to prove that you are worthy. Find and speak with a member of the Eglain in the Forsaken Inn, or their camp in Nan Enid. Well, I would say here's a good enough place. It's like, is Leva Dower Lily? Is she a member of the Eglain? Wonder who all these other people are. I mean, is there this many just down and out people wandering around in the Lone Lands, traveling through?
Woe to me.
Nope, she's doing goblin tabards. Remember the Eglain in the Forsaken Inn? Well, she doesn't come up as
I'm
one.
sorry. Did you need something?
We've already done her Scarecrow quest. Is it the Tavern Keeper, or are we going to have to click on some of these guys that have the feather ones over their head? Maybe that's it. There's Kandak Brightwood. You're the one with Miss Sandheaver, aren't you?
How can I be of service?
Have you found those pottery bits I asked for? No, that's not him. Member of the Eglain here. There are no members of the Eglain here in the Forsaken Inn. Find and speak with a member of the Glane. Let's see what it has to say here. You worked long and hard to obtain the trust of the Glane. Now, what? Find and speak. Find a member of the Glane and ask him for the whereabouts of Radagast the Brown. You have worked long and hard to obtain the trust of the Glane. Now you must ask them the whereabouts of Radagast the Brown. I've worked long and hard? Really?
It's a sorry day.
Oh, I guess because I have little more to offer you than my thanks. My scarecrow will stand outside the Forsaken Inn as a warning to the goblins of Annulos. They'll think twice when they see that we've made such a mockery of them. Thank you for all you've done, Lord Master. Alright, Bounty Goblin Tabard. So let's go ahead and pull that one up. Apparently, just wandering around killing things, we have managed to complete that one. So maybe that will be enough. Let's add it to the tracker. Let's show the history. What did we collect? 10 Goblin Tabards, taken from the Goblins of Annulos, the Western Lowlands. These are meant for Lieva Dower Lily at the Forsaken Inn. I'm not just a server and maid here at the Forsaken Inn. I'm also a fair hand with needle and thread. At the moment, Anlaf has me making a special treat for the Goblins of Annulos. I've been trying to finish the terrible little scarecrow for weeks, but there are none here willing to risk their lives against the goblins to bring me what I need to complete it. I have all the pieces I need except for cloth from enough goblin tabards to complete the scarecrow. If you're willing, go to the ruins of Minas Ariel to the southeast, or the plains of Annulos, and bring me some tabards from the goblins there so I can finish the dreadful thing. Okay, so I guess we got enough. She can finish the dreadful thing.
Did you need something?
So let's see. She's going to give us a sprig of mugwort, a chunk of white rock salt, and a chunk of pale brimstone, which we'll go over there, sell all 3 of those back. What is our thing again? We are a tailor, a farmer, and a cook. She doesn't give farmers, so let's get the Journeyman Tailor Scroll from her. There we are. Now, can we speak?
Might I take a moment of your time?
Can we speak to you about Radagast? Find a member of the Glane in the Forsaken Inn. I thought I had. I thought that's who you were. Stroke of midnight. You're a member of the Glane, so why can't I ask you about... There we go.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
You have toiled long, and we are grateful for all you've done. You appear to have the best intentions toward our people, even if it's accidentally. For this, we will grant you the request you ask. All right.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Next is quest level 27. This is actual travel quest, though, so it's going to be higher than it actually should be, because they're calling it a level 27, and are we still at 22? We're still at 22, so that's going to continue on that way. So we'll go ahead and accept it. Book 2, Chapter 7, Radagast the Brown. You have been patient, Gnarlrynae. You must understand, we are a solitary people. We hold our friends dear to us and protect them as we can. Radagast is such a friend, and here at the behest of our leader to aid us with the terror emerging from a long slumber. He has taken residence in the ruins of Ostgurath, the place we call home. You are welcome to make the journey to the east. The ruin is north of the Great East Road, before the road snakes between the southern and northern swamps. Seek Radagast within the tower. Perhaps there's a way you can aid him, as he will surely aid you. Talk to Radagast the Brown in his tower at Ostgurath. Alright, we will go ahead and accept that. Wow, that's quite a high one, isn't it? Let's see here what other quests we have going on. We got a bunch more Lone Land quests that are our actual level 22, but once again, we're not doing the quest in the Lone Land. That's going to be Nomadan's job when he comes through here. We got a couple of fellowship quests in the Great Barrows, so we can't really do those. That's that. Do we have any heading north? The North Downs. One present mine. We can do that. We can go find and speak with Aggie Digweed, since she's the one, since the North Downs is where Gnarlrynae is headed. So we could go and do that. We've still got the bounty on Barghest Eyes, White Skulls, Grave Moss, and Prey on the Darkness. I'm thinking I may go do these and see if we can knock out the deeds that are over there too. Let's pull up the deed list for Eriador. And we want the ones for, I think, Bree? Yeah, Breeland. What do we have? Explorer Breeland, which is explore the Barrow Downs, the Old Forest, and Arnor. Ruins of Breeland, so we still got to find one of those. Flowers of the Old Forest, History of the Dunedain. There's the one I was looking. Slayer Deeds. Barghest Slayer. Brood Hunter. Yep, that's the spider one in the Barrows. Executioner of the Wicked. That's another one killing the Barrows. Gravediggers, another one in the Barrow Downs. Yep, it looks like we got a number of those. So I am going to go see if we can finish off these bounties here. Get them off my list. And we'll see if we can do some of the stuff like killing the Barghest and all too. So that's where we'll head next. I'm not going to make y'all watch that. Y'all have seen me complete those once. So I'm going to go complete those, get them off my list, and see if we can get rid of the Barrow Down deeds while we're over there too. And as we complete those, I will show y'all the ending kill. Whenever we kill, 30 Barghest or whatever, I'll show y'all like 29 and 30. So y'all can see the deed pop up.
Greetings.
And in the meantime, we are going to ride back to South Bree. And then once we get that out of the way, we will be headed north up to Trestlebridge once more. So I will see y'all a little bit later, my time, in just a few moments your time, when we are much further along in our quest and our deeds over there in the Barrow Downs. Okay, folks, we have got, as you see there, 59 of the 60 Barghest we have to have. And we are going to get number 60, hand in our bounties, and then I think we are going to abandon the Barrow Downs for a while. I had forgotten just how annoying doing all these Slayer deeds were, or was. But we've managed to collect, we've spent most of our time over in the Northern Downs. So we've managed to collect Barghest Eyes, that's where you get those from. We have managed to collect White Skulls. And we also managed to use the completed Barghest Slayer Advance. We also managed to use the Power of Knowledge, use it quite a number of times. Pretty much for every single one of them. Looks like we have accomplished a deed over there. Let's see what kind of messages we got. And we've also gathered up a heck of a lot of items, for loot items, for turning in at the vendor. And we were doing that over there at the Dead Man's Perch. Barghest Slayer Advance. The vile Barghest, bred down from wild hounds and twisted to evil by the Dark Lord Sauron, often range where the dead roam. You are called to drive the Barghest from the Barrow Downs. So we have defeated 60 of them. And that's the exact same thing. We've gotten our 10 Lotro points, 30 marks, 2,000 virtue experience, which is what you get now. As we've said before, they changed that quite a while back, where you get the virtue experience, so you don't get just individual virtues anymore. An increased reputation with the Men of Bree. And there's our 10 Lotro points. Let's go turn in these two. Go back over to the Dead Man's Perch. Turn in the two bounties we have here, and then we're going to head north. I think we are going to head north and go up to Trestlebridge. I think that will be our next destination. I'm going to give the Barrow Downs a rest for a little while and not spend a whole heap of time doing this any longer, because I'm kind of burned out on the hunt here. Let's see, is this the Dead Man's Perch? Or is it the next one up? Yep, this is Dead Man's. Hopefully we will lose for the Barghest or whatever we pulled in the meantime. Yep, it gave up. I was hoping this was going to be a safe spot over here that it wouldn't go into. Let's talk to Edith, Miss Sweet Rose, our traveling vendor, who we're also going to trade in all our crap to. Bounty the Barghest Eyes.
Greetings.
Let's go ahead and get the Taylor Scroll, since that's the one that we can use. Boom. And let's turn in the one for the White Skulls.
What can I do for you?
And another Taylor Scroll. Okay, and those only two she has. Those ones that she has, we are not going to do Barghest Eyes again unless we end up over here in this area. Now, so we have gotten all that knocked out of the way. Those are the ones that we wanted to do. We got the Slayer Deed. I am going to head out now, head back up to Trestlebridge. We've been there, so y'all don't need to watch me ride it. And I will rejoin y'all when we get back up to Trestlebridge and talk to, who are we going to be talking to? The North Downs, One Present Mine, level 24, when we find Aggie Digweed. And we'll get there, we'll read the history of it, and we will see if we can find Aggie then. So I'll see y'all when we get to Trestlebridge. We are headed up the Greenway here. We got a little ways to go. I was just going to say that we will probably be taking the Stone of the Tortoise out of my pocket whenever we get up here to Trestlebridge, because I was popped on the wiki and looked. I was thinking this Radagash, this is a level 27 quest over here. Well, that's the lowest one. From there, it just keeps going up. They range, the book 3 the chapters over here range from 27 up to level 32 or 33. So there actually aren't any lower. And the ones here in Trestlebridge go from level 22 or 23, I think this is, up until about 30 or 31. So we'll be leveling up again. I'll be taking the stone out, and before I talk to her, we will level up and continue on up that way. So we'll see us putting on a couple more levels here. So that'll be fun. The other thing I was thinking about is, I've been playing American Truck Sim again. Got me thinking about this game. The people that talked about Middle-earth Online, which is what this originally was. You can see that on the splash screens and stuff. And the intro screen, whenever you first boot up the game, you see the MEO logo come up. It was going to be Middle-earth Online, and back then it was based a lot less on World of Warcraft and was based more on things like EverQuest and Star Wars Galaxies in particular, because it was going to actually let you have professions. It was going to be more of a sandbox, less of a theme park type MMO, and that you were going to be able to be a farmer. That would be your profession if you wanted. You could be a farmer, you could be a hunter, those kind of things. Everybody wasn't just an adventurer. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool, now that I've been playing American Truck Sim, would it not be cool if you could have we already got that stable master? I thought we did. Yes, we have. Wouldn't it be cool if you could be a dwarf merchant? I was thinking, you've seen those wagons, those dwarves driving the wagons behind the gates over there in Bree, behind those big iron gates. I would love to have one of those wagons. I'd love to be a dwarf merchant. It's got my trucking spirit up. I'd love to just be a dwarf merchant traveling along all these roads, buying high in Bree and selling low in the North Downs. Or is that supposed to be the other way around? Is it buy low in the North Downs? Anyway, you know what I mean. Might be why I'm not a merchant in real life, of course. Okay, let's see. There's Aggie Digweed. So what level is this particular quest?
You startled me.
Looks like One Present Mine. We need to read it's level 24. So yeah, we are definitely going to go ahead and level up again. So let me take the Stone of the Tortoise out. And I think we're going to replace it with the Stone of the Dwarf Deeps. Is that the one? Or are we going to replace it with that Polished Claw? That one gives us plus 17 agility. And it's a level 18 item. And this one down here gives us 11 vitality and 8% out of combat run speed. Ooh, I do like that. 30 and 30. I think that's the one we're going to replace it with. Right there. Okay. So, I think we can get rid of our inventory. Let's get rid of our character screen. Find and speak with Aggie Digweed. Let's see the history. According to Captain Trotter, Aggie Digweed was the only guard who may be able to shed light on the unfortunate circumstances that had befallen Trestlebridge. The residents of Trestlebridge are all very shaken by the explosions and fires of the previous evening, as you can see. Guards were nowhere to be found during the commotion, all but Aggie Digweed, who showed a keen presence of mind during the attack. Let's see what the captain says. I have half a mind to lock up every last guard in this sort excuse for a town after they let this catastrophe take place. Look at our town. People burned out of their homes, ash falling like snow. Aggie Digweed was the only one who kept her mind during the attack. If not for her, we would all be dead. Nobody even remembers what happened, just Aggie running to and fro trying to rouse everyone. I'll see that Talbot Hinton hanged for letting this happen, mark my words. Alright, Aggie Digweed is at the Trestlebridge. She is the only one that may know what happened here. And we'll see if we level on up. Okay. Let's probably should dismount, but let's go ahead and blow the font up. Captain Trotter is very preoccupied with punishing those who slept through the attack, but I am much more concerned about what may happen if we let down our guard again. I have not slept in 2 days, but I will not abandon my post here. Would you be willing to help me? I certainly would, Miss Digweed. You definitely look like you are absolutely obsessed.
Will you help me?
There we go. We did level on up then. A great boom in the night. I dare not abandon my guard post to investigate the carnage, but would you like to help? Now, level 24, indeed. Yep, like I said, it's time to start leveling again. You could search the town and figure out how this could have happened. The explosion was deafening. Why did no one else awake? What caused this mayhem? I have never heard a thing like it in all my life. Search Trestlebridge for the cause of the explosion, and that is what we will do. It's good to see Miss Aggie is sitting here. She is very focused on what she has to do. Won't even turn around and turn away from the bridge just in case more attacks were to come across it while she was talking to us. All right, sisters looking out for themselves. That is fine with me. Alrighty, folks, there you go. Thank y'all for coming along. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. As we said, we've been able to take those 2 bounties off our list, and we were able to get one of the deeds over there in the Barrow Downs taken care of. We may do another one. I'm just a little tired of the Barrow Downs right at the moment. Hunting down those about 50 barguests that I think I had to get was a bit much. I didn't feel like doing another 60-something Barrow Wardens, you know, to get the Gravedigger one. But we'll look into it again, probably before we get Gnarlrynae on here. I will see about, before the next episode, I'll see about going and hopefully completing that one up so we can show you it before we continue on with Trestlebridge and see what the great boom in the night was. So there you go. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. And I'm going to sit here and think, am I going to continue on with the great boom in the night next? Or am I going to go back and do some more of the Harvest Festival, which, remember, once again, continues for another week until the 11th. So we will see y'all then. Thank you for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed it, and y'all have a great one. Bye-bye. What is this? Deed bestowed. Let's look at it right quick. Of glories long past, the North Downs were once the home to the capital of the North Kingdom. Now it lies in ruin, inviting the return of Angmar. Complete quest, but in the North Downs, 1 of 15, and doing that will give us SLOTRO points, 2,000 virtue, and of course, increased reputation with the Rangers of Estelden, which is the North Downs reputation group. So we will definitely do that, and of course, once we get that, we'll get the advanced one, which I think will be 30 or 45 or something like that. So there you go. All right, folks, go play some chicken ball if that's your thing. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye.